Hello, and welcome to our 6th week, where we'll continue to talk about the data. And now we will talk about the data analysis and data management. We will talk about what the data is at a higher perspective, and we will talk about what kind of data exists, what type of data exists, and what is a data analysis as a technology process. And also we will talk about the modern state of data analysis and modern instruments and tools that make it possible to analyze data. Let's begin. And I would like you to take a look at next slide where you see 4 different companies like Uber, Facebook, Alibaba, and Airbnb. And a very interesting thing is a common that they have. Let's take a look at Uber. Uber is the greatest taxi company that owns no vehicle. The Facebook is the popular media owner that doesn't create content. The Alibaba is the most valuable retailer that has no inventory at all. And the Airbnb doesn't have any real estate. So what's the common? All those 4 companies are multi-billion companies that don't have anything except data. So they have found instruments, they have found a special attitude that can help their business to become a multi-billion business. They can operate the data, they can analyze the data the way that it become a gold in our time. So valuable that people pay for the information they provide according to the data they have and collect. And this is the very interesting and important point that we have to understand, that the data is for nowadays is a natural resource equivalent. And if you have the data, and if you can operate with data, process data, analyze, you can make a fortune from it. So let's get back to our course and our topic, and let's get back to the term of data. We have already talked about the data in the previous lecture, and we have understood that the data is stored on our machine, and we have different concepts of data: the physical storage and logical interpretation. And now we are talking about a higher level of data, not the physical storage. And what is the data in essence? In essence, it's a number of facts or events that are registered and are typically sorted and stored in a particular way for being interpreted, visualized, or analyzed. And what's the difference between the data and information? Actually, data has no value if it is just collected. When you process the data and elicit the valuable data from the general amount, that is called the information. The information is a special data that is valued for stakeholders that are interested in getting the valuable info. So if we will get a look at the terminology, we will see a necessary terms that we will operate through this lecture. The first of it is an object. The object is a register, is a row within a table that has a tuple of information combined as attributes for this data. And the attribute is a special characteristic for the data, like a color or weight of a human or a device. What is a general population? The general population is a number of rows, or in other words, all of the rows within a table. And if we are talking about the sample is a special number within this table, the special selected rows that could represent the necessary information that can be analyzed and can be applied to a general population. The parameters are special characteristics of a general population that you have acquired. For example, the employees of a special company or a particular industry. The stats are applied particularly to a sample that describe the characteristics of a sample. The hypothesis is a proposed explanation for an observable phenomenon within a data. And the special goal of a data analysis is to prove a hypothesis or reject. And the measure, typically expressed as a number, real or not, that can be applied for a special sample or for a general population.